Hello, how you doing, Capricorn? I'm here with Capricorn. This is your June monthly reading. This reading is geared to help you out. It's a general reading to give advice from my interpretation of the energy to help you navigate. So I hope you love the positive input. So at this present time, I already had the tarot cards already taken out and selected. Alright. I want to finish taking a couple of hits off my cigarette. Okay. And then we're about to begin. So, Capricorn, the first oracle card that came out for you is Inner Cycles. Okay. So, the main focus right now for Capricorn during the month of June is all about finding an end game. It's about finding an end game. What is it about an end game for a Capricorn that might be successful or that might be disturbing? Now, I do my readings geared to the point that I want my audience, even though I can't see you, and by my algorithm, I don't have one. But nevertheless, my voice have one, and it's going to be translated in some kind of shape or fashion. So let me just stay focused. We're going to stay focused. But the world is full of sarcasm as the new common sense. So I'm entertaining it. And that's just my personal opinion. So, like I was saying, Capricorn, what is it about an end game for you? Did the end game come up as a movie? Are you the nonchalant one? Like, I don't have no end game. I'm in control of my life. You know, especially those Capricorn risings. You're just totally maybe in control of your life. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't have an end game, but yet you have a goal. So, end game and goal might not mean the same for you, but depending on who you're talking to, they like, so your goal and end game is different. So what do you have a goal for? Now, when I'm saying, like I said, it's up for you to think too, because I changed the words up. It says in a cycle, not end game. So understand that for this month, what is closure? How do closure feel for you? Are you somebody who's fighting to have closure and feel stuck? Are you somebody who don't realize that you put this closure in and you feel like somebody is a nuisance? What is it? It's something about closure, endings, that is very specific for you this month. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a few tarot cards to go into a little bit deeper about this inner cycle energy. I'm going to try to get 4 of them, okay, for my entertainment purposes. So we have 2 so far, okay. Let's get 2 more. Let's get 1 more. Alright. So, what has came up that we're going to start off with is the Justice card and Temperance. So, yeah, there you go right there. What is an ending? The ending is in the Justice. The Temperance is actually, conscious and your subconscious together on what it really means. So you have a conscious part, and then it's a subconscious. Subconscious is a judgment day for you. Are you reaching a crossroad in your life? And due to you don't know where you came from other than your mother and father, and you live on this planet, and depending on how much you care about what's outside of this planet, what's connected to you or related to you, it's all in the conscious mind. The subconscious is evaluating it from the point of, this is your destiny, this is what you're here for, and these people are going to be around because of the way that you think, and we going to manipulate the situation to see, when you communicated to us before you got here, how much aligned are you with your commitment. Okay? And that's where the Page of Cups and the Ten of Wands is coming in at. So, you, whatever situation you is in reality, is there because in the supernatural world, it's a crossroad. It's a crossroad of a conversation. It don't care what you believe in. Don't give a fuck if you call them aliens, what Diddy name. None of that makes a difference. What makes a difference is the same way, say you is a curator, visual curator, content curator, or just a visual assistant content curator, meaning you help people brand their company. We'll use that for example. You know, a curator, a content of some form curator. So you went to the content curator. First of all, you're in alignment because the higher beings is your content curator. So both of y'all line up. Now, the way you might be getting tired with your customers and or how you producing, how your loyalty is, how you stand up to your business logo, how you react to the community. Because, you know, it's a real lazy job and it's a real tedious job because there's so many people want to be in it. And it's easy to make promises and easy to get money. You could charge very high prices from the desperation that's involved. But unfortunately, desperation is depleting as much as fear is coming in. So with fear coming in and desperation being depleted, right? You're going to run into some issues because you might not look at it like that. You could still be looking at people as desperation based on your age, area, and so much in the growth of your content curator. So once again, it's still in alignment because you made agreement out of desperation. When you found out the truth from your other life form, lifeline, life form, life story, that's in the history of the books. You know what I'm saying? You arrived with desperation. You was thrown off your course a little bit to realize about a memory. But at the same time, it won't. The fact that you didn't engage in the memory, it's all about the justifications that you use within that time zone. That still help with the decision making of producing where you at right now on this goal. And those are key factors. Okay? So, while you're on this journey through the month of June, you have assistance that's around, good or bad. Don't make a difference. It's up to you. And that's going to be Raven and Shaman. And it says on this card, oh wow, you are the creator and the magician. Use your gift for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. Well, let's talk about that logo real quick before I get some tarot cards. First of all, the last sentence really stands out to me. Claim your place on as keeper of the mysteries. You there. Your subconscious is the keeper of the mystery. Second, the way that you actually entertain, how it comes around, who view, etc., etc., they going to make it more mysterious. Because one, they're going to have to translate it as if they didn't copyright. They need to translate it as if they confident and that they surely poured those cards out. They got to hope that the cards are lined up good enough with the communication that's in their heads. They got to be able to be quick on their thoughts to interpret the cards to stay in alignment. So that's already bits and pieces which make a mystery. A mystery is not a mystery without the hidden elements of it all. Okay, so let's take that. Second, I ain't even read this card, and we started off with you are the creator and the magician. Exactly. We used the example content creator. That is a magician. What are you doing? Whether it's legal or not legal, you find legal balances in the fact of how technology has incorporated in a bigger way. It still comes with limitations. The average content creator is not going to be AMC. They're not going to be Disney. They're not going to be Tyler Perry. But they're going to produce something that look good and crisp to get what? Followers. They want to get those people attention. Who's the main people? Netflix. Netflix and Amazon Prime is the second people in line for y'all auditions to be able to get a movie clip, to do this and do that, right? So, when your confidence is high, you feel like you're more the magician. Okay? So, let's get some cards and let's talk about this Raven and Shaman. So, that means on a single point of a day where you can be scrouting with your thoughts, a raven just might show. Now, between raven, crows, and there's a couple of other birds that look similar. You know, we could go by the feathers, hopefully. If a crow didn't get into a rumble and didn't make you feel like it was a raven, we could do it by agriculture locations / environmental / anthropologist location, which determine whether the bird is a crow, raven, blackbird, and so forth and so on. There is many names for the outer appearance of it, right? Now, that's one thing that can help you out. So, if you is a complainer and you complain that, say you're in a relationship, right? You like to complain. You need this, you need that attention. A raven came. So, what you might not know is how your partner is praying, or praising, or feeling. And in the event, whether they praying, praising, and how they feeling is definitely a big concern for the higher elementals to be involved, right? And if you was at a crossroad, the actions that you could be treating with your spouse, your significant other, whatever is the proper word for it, could be the deadly bullet. And that, you know, the raven could come and be around. You even could hear the sound of the birds, just don't know which one it is. All of them could sound the same to you. So you might not want to pay attention, but that's a sign. So you can't say it didn't come. Second, the person you with can be your shaman. Even though they might not have walked the path or try to achieve it. But one thing that comes in a relationship that people seek is comfortability. That comfort zone. Somebody to cater to them. Somebody to make them feel good. Somebody to heal their wounds. Somebody to listen to their pain. That is a basic element of a shaman. So understand that even if you go to a relative, you go to a friend and you reach out and you talking to them about it, that person can represent the shaman. So with Temperance being here and the Justice card being here and this card is here, this kind of worked pretty good because at least I pulled the tarot cards out after the oracle cards. I didn't expect or participate with the double flows, but hey, here we go. As I said before, other people will have their interpretation. They got to keep up with it just like I'm doing. So take notes if you can, right? So you got this Raven Shaman episode. Then let us get 4 cards for this one, okay? And let's see the tarot message here. Number 1. We have 3 more. 2. 1 more. This is the most tricky part with the Raven or Shaman, because this does not take intellectual ability, but the way of your interpretation. And if you want to read less or more, or whichever way that your brain functions to help you understand the message if it's resonating with you, is exactly the tedious of it all. What do I mean by that? We starting off with the 9 of Wands and the World card. That means you is impressionable and you very easy to influence anybody. You put yourself in a situation of who you cater to, who you get advice from, and because you're so easy to be impressionated on it, you will absorb that energy, transform it into the way that's appropriate for you to survive in reality. Second, you have the Judgment card that has showed up. The Judgment card with the 7 of Swords. This is the most tricky thing, because it's saying your very most weakness is your outside resources. There's certain people that cannot come from the outside and give you no advice. So when it comes to the Raven or Shaman, you already narrow-minded. You probably won't hear your sign, but it don't mean the sign don't come. It's just all about the fact of who you go to, when you go to, and where you go to, that is going to still click it at your crossroad. And it's going to be what push you down that path, whether you like it or you love it. They're going to like it and they're going to love it, because we are here as their entertainment. And that's just point blank. You want to be up here entertained. You want to get entertained. You want to judge entertainment because it has came part of the world. Social media has made that. People follow just to be nosy. They follow, they make comments just to be making comments because that's what they think is so appropriate. You fixed in that zone. It's not just me or you. It's everybody in this world. It's fixed. This is the elemental of struggle, because you is so easy to be impressionated by empowering yourself on your personal desires that you forget. You go so selfish that you forget, even though the world is showing itself you're not alone, which is going to be part of the next card. I like that. Y'all leading me right into it. Which is part of the world. You know you're not alone, right? So it gives you even more confidence. It's okay because the world act like this and I'm going to act like that. But the whole point is the world is not going to have your judgment. And the only thing that the world will offer you is a place in the slot to be the puppet, to do the deed that you're supposed to do until you get it right. And it would be that. So the world is meant to make it hard for you. It's not meant to make it easy. And I know probably growing up you heard that saying, life is not easy. There you go. But your downfall, once again, you is so easy to be impressionated. You have a peer pressure problem. You like advice from certain people. and that is your deadly Seven of Swords. You leech onto it. You latch onto it real hard. Can't get enough of it. So now the final oracle card of this all is when it comes to these energies here, what is it in this combination of it that really should stand out, right? So the oracle came out and said, the little wolf girl. And it reads, it is all right to be alone. So, you don't believe in that. Let's get that understanding there. And that's why I said it was leading me into the final card. You do not believe in that one part at all. And the way that you really honestly believe in that part is the fact that it's in a selfish way. It's into, I could do bad by myself. I don't need negative energy. I don't need this. I don't need that. See, you got the alone part on that, but the whole point is that's not what they talking about. That's not what they're talking about. Hold on, I'm texting. Sorry. Okay, now back. So, yeah, that's not what they're talking about. They talking about is your controversy aspect of leadership and fellowship, not fellow. Leadership in fellowshipping and fellowship in fellowshipping. You have a zigzag boundary, and that's what they're talking about, because you were so impressionable. But we're going to get some cards to go ahead and go a little bit more in detail about it. Okay. We're going to get 4 more cards for this oracle card. There's a 1. Three more, please. It was just too many cards that fell out, so we're just gonna just see what happened. They meant to come back out. I only seen one of them, and that comes back out. It was meant to come back out. Okay. Two more cards, please. Alright, so what can flipped out for you, Capricorn, is the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, the King of Wands is that alone card. And it's basically saying that you have a choice this month. You either going to cut yourself short, or you going to bring yourself up in the near future. Meaning, you're going to feel the pain of cutting yourself short quicker than you would feel the growth and harmony of your come up. Because the fact that you avoided cutting yourself short, it has to reveal itself for you to see how you avoided cutting yourself short. So that's why the process will take longer. It just will be an extra step. You have that choice in it. The next card that comes out is the King of Pentacles. The thing is, you extra stubborn. You're very firm. You're very stubborn. So we're not going to spend too much time with that. The Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands is the final two cards that came out. Like I said, you have a choice in this matter. You're either going to go ahead and cut yourself short. And the reason you cut yourself short is because you ain't keeping your commitment. They didn't make it easy for nobody on this planet to understand their purpose. If you constantly line up on your purpose, then you are right. They give you your heart. Your heart is your Hermit card. It knows. Your subconscious is also the backup to the Hermit card, which the two of those together would make Justice or Temperance, and the Tower energy, and the Devil, and the Lovers. It's a lot of double things up in the deck. Okay? So, and it will make the Star card. So, what I'm trying to say is, you will resurrect what you didn't know by doing the same thing that you got knowledge of in your judgment period that they made you consciously aware of and told you the opinion about the situation. You agreed to make the deal with it, your spirit anyway, agreed to make the deal in the reparations in the situation. And no matter how much your heart and your mind is battling at this point in time, you chose the wrong path. So you're ready to open up that door to do the same thing, but the same thing that you did to somebody in another lifetime, you're going to do to yourself. And that's the part of taking a loss. That's where your loss is coming in at. It's your choice. So Capricorn, to cap it all off, you're a very impressionist person for whoever this reading is. You was at a crossroad. You was so close to that crossroad that... Hello? Okay, so I was just really capping it off. Appreciate your patience, even though it won't really need it because it's a pre-recorded video. But just want to give props and respect. Okay? So, like I said, you're a very impressionist person. You're at a crossroad. This is a supernatural thing. Pay attention. Whatever way the direction you go, you have a choice. The choice is all yours. It ain't no problem. Maybe you do need to understand your past if that's the way that you think you're going to understand it. It's really all up to you and them. It is a teamwork effort regardless of the fact whether it's all about the tarot reader or not. Okay? So, good luck. This energy could go for anything. It's all in the design.